Impact segment tonight. Let's bring in Karl Rove, who's here in New York City tonight. According to the latest polling, only 5 Republican candidates are above 3%. Look at that. Only 5. So Fiona, Kasich, Huckabee, Christie, and Paul, they're all below 3. Would you advise them to drop out?
Look, entering a campaign is an intense personal decision. Exiting a campaign is an intense personal decision. Actually, I think there are 6 candidates who are 4.8% or above in the real.
That's in the NBC poll
average,
today. Yeah, that's what we're talking about.
But I would say this: there are 2 groups of people who are at risk here. There are 4 candidates most at risk: Lindsey Graham, Bobby Jindal, Rick Santorum.
They're at 0 in this poll.
Right
Now, these below 5. Come on.
Yeah, there are 4.
Kasich, Christie, these are fairly big names.
Huckabee, Paul, Kasich, and Christie.
All big names.
Yeah. Now, the question is this. They're looking at their cards, and they're saying to themselves, do I have enough money to stay alive through the November debate and the December debate and maybe get all the way to Iowa or all the way to New Hampshire? Will I have enough money without going into debt? And can I hope that something will happen in this race that gives me a boost in November, December?
All right.
And
it's a money calculation.
It's a money calculation and momentum calculation and an inflection
obviously
calculation.
Don't have momentum if they're that low. Yeah. Now,
let's be careful about this. Let's be careful about that. We have 16 candidates that we started with. We're at 14 today. There's never been a Republican nomination battle going back to 1856 that had this many candidates running for the nomination.
There has never been a Republican nomination battle that has gotten this much exposure, all right, this early to the American people. And if you're still polling at 3%, you're in trouble.
Well,
period.
Well, let's go back 4 years. At this point, Rick Santorum was down in the low single digits, and he ended up being the runner-up in the contest by scoring a victory in Iowa and scoring a number of victories thereafter.
But he never really had a chance, and everybody knew it.
Well,
all right, now,
in second.
Are you more of a philosophy guy toward Jeb Bush? We're on the verge, his words, of greatness, or Trump, and somewhat Carson, not so much as Trump, that we have so many problems here that, we're really in desperate trouble?
Well, look, I think the better way of describing this is I'm a Reagan man who said we have double-digit inflation, double-digit interest rates.
Coming off Carter.
Coming off of Carter. But saying, I believe in the city on the shining hill. Look, you cannot win by saying everything is going to hell in a handbasket.
Trump is.
Well, but, let's see if he wins with that. But
he's won so far with it.
Well, he's now fallen behind Ben Carson, who has a more optimistic
vision. You know what that is. This time, 4 years ago, it was Herman Cain. That was
we've gone through Cain mania. At this point, we're in Gingrich, 2-1.
Whatever.
But the point is this. I think in a general election, which is what these people ought to be thinking about, the American people want to know that somebody has confidence in America and Americans and has a vision that is optimistic and positive and inclusive for them.
But that's not the period of time we're in. We're in with the Republican base. They want an avenger, as I said in the talking points.
I agree with that.
They want somebody who comes in and dismantles all of this stuff.
Don't disagree with that, but you got to couple that with a vision that says, I'm going to take this on, but I am going to be the person who can lead
Trump does that too, though. Trump says, I'm going to have the best people. We're going to make a good negotiations.
No, you're missing the main point about him. I'm going to make America great again. You don't think he's trying to strike an optimistic note?
No, but it's a different kind of sell. It's a different kind of sell.
I agree with that.
With Trump, it's almost all negative.
Right.
And then now Bush is trying to break out to the positive side. He's not getting much traction. 8% for the governor is not a good number.
Yeah. Well, look, my view is we're relatively early in this process. Yes, we are.
No, we're not. It's 3 months before they're going to start voting in Iowa. Come on. You can't count Christmas. You can't count Thanksgiving. You can't. There's 2 more Republican debates for the first of the year. We're not early.
No, yes, we are. In Iowa, they won't start making up their minds until December. They didn't start making up their minds in 1990. February
November 3rd.
Okay, fine. They got 6 weeks to get serious in it. If you think these people are done,
no, I don't.
If you think these people have made up their minds,
but it's not for the reason that you think.
If you think these people have made up their minds, and if you think these people are firm in their opinions,
I think it's 78% are fluid.
Yeah,
that's a lot of people.
Absolutely.
But what you guys in the conventional precincts are all missing, it's a different time in history.
I'm not missing this.
The anger level is not going to subside.
I get it. I get that. But that's not going to mean that they make an early decision. It means they're going to make a late decision based on who they think will channel that.
They make it early or late, they're still going to be teed off. Karl Rove, everybody. There he is.